Hello and welcome to an unboxing of Flames of War Afrika Rifle Platoon. For the mid-war, this is for the 4th edition Flames of War. On the front here you have your miniatures. Where you look on the back, it's your basic notices from Battlefront and all that. It is 15mm scale. So let's take a look and see what we have here. Put this off to the side. So on here you might think, oh, it's just a piece of paper to throw away, but surprise, surprise, actually you do have instructions on basing your infantry, which guys to base on what size bases. Okay. As well. So then you have your cards here, so we're going to remove those. Wow, they're sticky. Now these are the same unit cards that you find in the other expansions. They had originated, Battlefront had originated this with Team Yankee in terms of unit cards, but this is your basic movement card, which, you know, if you've had like the box set of Alamein, which I had reviewed earlier, you're going to get plenty of these. There's plenty of these to go around. So here we have an Afrika Korps Rifle Platoon. Now on here gives you all the information. They're confident, they're veteran, okay, it gives you the stormtrooper capability, being hit on a careful, they're safe because they are infantry. It gives you your tactical, your terrain, your cross country, your road dash, your cross, okay. That's really nice. And then of course it gives you all the options that they have here. It gives you all the information. The MG3014. Now this is kind of a departure from other infantry, because you'd think, oh wait a minute, wouldn't this be a rifle team or typically a rifle MG team? Well, apparently what had happened was that Rommel was taking a lot of heavy losses among the infantry in the fighting in North Africa, so what they decided to do was consolidate, bring in the guys to form a group, but give them more automatic weaponry. So every stand now has, it's effectively an MG3014, which also includes the leader team as well. You have a 2.8 anti-tank rifle. This is not a regular long stick type of anti-tank rifle. It looks like a miniature artillery piece. Now you also have, for options, you can add the heavy machine gun, which is again very useful because essentially you have more dice to roll as a result. Very nice for keeping pesky infantry away. And then of course you have the optional 8cm mortar, okay, which is like your immediate on-call artillery piece. And if you were to look on the back, you will see the point values. They give you the makeup of the individual platoons, and also gives you the options about the heavy machine gun and the mortar as well. It also gives you the special rules like Assault 4+, heavy weapon, no HE, the stormtrooper move. So it's very handy information to have on the card. The next one, this is just a force composition here for the Afrika Korps, that you can have a Panzer IV tank company or a Panzer III tank company or an Afrika Rifle company. And then on the back it tells you the support units that are available to your forces, okay, and including formation support, allied support, and then a wild card, which will, I'm sure, will pop up at a later point in time. Now if you are like me, you're only buying a platoon just to add some infantry to your Afrika Korps force, which I started building it since 4th edition came out. Essentially I have a panzer company, so this is going to be my infantry support, and I'm only going to have one platoon. But what's really cool is they also include the card to go with it. So sorry, the lead, this is for the, not the platoon leader, this is for the company HQ, that they are an MP40 SMG team. And then of course, again on the back, you've got, it's okay, it's worth 2 points, the special rules, and then, you know, the infantry formation, what are you allowed to take as part of your infantry company. So that's a very nice thing. All right, let's get down to other things here. So in terms of bases, so you can see you've got 3 small, you have got 6 medium bases, you also have the plugs to take care of that. So it's a fairly straightforward thing that you can get. Now remember, if you don't use Battlefront miniatures, you can always buy the bases separately with that. But they made the whole such that it would be easier for people to go and put the figures on. All right, and I think for some people that's what they're waiting for. It's the infantry. Let's just dump it out. So with that, I'm going to put the infantry nice and flat here. Yeah, there is some flashing. You're going to have to do a little bit of trimming, I think, on these, but the sculpts themselves are perfectly fine. Okay, you also have, for the MG, you also have the mortar. Okay. So I have my pieces ready for my anti-tank gun, and I also have my HMG. So for this, there we go. As you guys are seeing this, I think I am missing something on here. If it says I'm including for 2 HMGs, then I should be I think I'm missing I'm missing a part. Let's see, Afrika Rifle Platoon. Nope. I'm sorry, my mistake. It is 1 HMG. I thought there were 2. Nothing like firepower, right? So anyways, and the reason why I was mentioning about this was if you take a look at the MG, the machine gun sprue, the heavy machine gun sprue. Come on, focus. You'll notice you've got the MG38, but you also have the MG42. This is good. This is a good thing. So you're given choices for that. Well, my force is going to be a mid-war force. I'm not really in an early war desert myself. Early war stuff, I'm probably more in the French army and whatnot, and we'll see how long it takes for Battlefront to come out with stuff for that. But the figures themselves, as you can see, you guys take a look here. Oops, I used the envelopes to give me a border here for my guys. But the details are fairly good. I certainly would rather have metal figures than the plastic of the artillery, the British artillery that I experienced. I went and I bought a Peter Pig platoon instead of Battlefront's platoon, just because of the plastic. I did not like working with the plastic. I'd rather have metal figures or the hard plastic, like you would see in something like Perry's miniatures. Well, all in all, I think this is a good run. I think I'm going to have some fun putting this together and painting it up, basing it, and all that. Still working on the basing for my Afrika Corps guys. Still kicking around ideas, but definitely I think it's worth it. Okay. Hey, I hope this review has been a benefit to you, and I wish you a good day and God bless you.